One of the biggest problems right now is a lack of communication.
It's progressively gotten worse and worse and worse. There's routers where you can specify the region and location of where you want to play.
It's actually come down to a point where if you're not using this weapon, you're put at such a disadvantage that you can't even compete with anybody in the game.
This new invisibility glitch in Warzone is allowing players to win every single game that they play.
4.0 of the stim glitch. This is the full tutorial.
Hackers, the game is in the worst state it's ever been. It needs to be fixed, otherwise it truly will be the death of the game.
As we approach the 1-year anniversary of Warzone, we have to contemplate where the game is headed. This last year's been pretty rough, and Warzone got us through some pretty tough times.
Fire crews spread out and attempt to put out flames.
What else has to be said, right?
But much like that roommate that we've gotten to know way better than we should have, that is no excuse to not tell how we really feel. This is our message to Warzone before we hit the old uninstall button. Speaking of buttons, if you're enjoying the video, give the video a like and comment down below some things you think need to be changed. And maybe consider subscribing for more content like this. Okay, there are 3 glaring problems any video game can have. But Warzone has all 3. Hacking, glitches,
Where the fuck was it?
and oh boy, some balancing problems. And it's killing our once beloved game. We will start at the worst, hackers. Now we all have that friend that anytime they die it has to be a hacker, but if they're playing Warzone, they might actually be right. Hackers are a problem that will most likely always exist. There's always that one person who wants to talk shit even though they have no real skill. And to be honest, they're the video game equivalent to Karens that always think they're entitled to something.
I don't feel safe, and I'm not going around.
Hackers have been dominating the scene and even causing streamers and pros like Nick Merck to question the validity of playing in tournaments.
It went from, like, everybody that plays it now, I don't know, man, it's a little questionable.
Activision does report that their anti-cheat is catching thousands of hackers, but it doesn't seem like they're catching nearly as many as they should be. And there is no long-term punishment for hacking in Warzone. Even if someone is punished, they just need to come up with a new in-game name, and it's usually going to be something in the effect of not hacking or yes, I am hacking, but are you going to do something about it? This slight inconvenience isn't enough to make a hacker quit hacking. The punishment needs to be more severe. It should be a hardware lock, or it actively kicks people out of the lobbies during matches, or it cancels your Netflix and Disney Plus account. Yeah, say goodbye to Crime Scene and Mandalorian, hacker. The hackers must be taken care of.
As it should always be.
This is the way.
I'm just spitting here, but someone at Activision should be smarter than me, right? And it's not even that hard to track a lot of these hackers down.
Dude, I wonder how long it's gonna take to get banned. Dude, none of us are worried about getting banned right now.
There are too many hackers that don't even deny hacking when confronted. Vixar ran into a hacker in game and the person was streaming with their hack showing for everyone to see.
Is he streaming? He's actually streaming.
He is live. And he's cheating, bro!
Oh, it's done. It's done. Oh my. It's done. Oh my. This is what it's like.
Oh my god!
This is what we're going up against every lobby.
How bold can you be? This is someone playing poker at a casino and pulling the exact cards they want out of the deck, and having the casino tell you that the player is somewhat legitimate. It's like no one even knows who Clara is anymore.
Wait, what the fuck? Clara!
There are hackers all over the place that are willing to admit that they're hacking because it doesn't really matter. Activision needs to find a way to substantially reduce the number of hackers before it's too late. Glitches. Now, dealing with people downloading third-party software to win a game is one thing, but using exploits and glitches that Warzone created itself is a completely different problem.
get it. I'm in the gulag.
Now with the sheer size of Warzone, you can give a pass for a glitch or two, but when you have the same glitches happen more than once, it becomes a problem. There were 2 glitches where if a player performs an action in a certain way, they can make themselves invisible. The first time it happened, you couldn't even shoot the player to defend yourself. They would just run around like the world's best ninja, slaughtering everyone without even being seen. With the most recent invisibility glitch, you could at least kill the person if you knew where you were shooting. Part of the fix for the new glitch was an armored rail game mode that was removed from Warzone altogether. To be honest, the only joy I see from this is imagining 6 invisible people trying to kill each other at the end of a match. Another recurring glitch that's popped up is the Affinity Tactical Equipment glitch. This glitch is the type of thing that you would think that would be taken care of and never happening again. But you'd be wrong. A patch was released in mid-January to fix the glitch, but appeared to have no real effect. The main use of the glitch was using stims indefinitely. Players are able to stand in the gas and heal themselves of any damage from the gas. In order to win, a player would have to sacrifice themselves to the gas to kill the glitcher, and that's if you're lucky enough to know generally where they are. Many other glitches have caused problems for the player base, like ping exploits that allow you to track someone, being able to pick up automatic weapons in the gulag while your opponent has a pistol, or if you parked a vehicle in a certain spot, it would crash the entire lobby.
I'm not kidding you, this kicks everyone out of the lobby. It completely ends the Warzone match.
So Warzone had to remove all vehicles for a short period of time, which is a major inconvenience. And how can you forget the classic ERB-14? Being able to one-shot anyone with the certain blueprints equipped. Man, gotta love that one. Balancing. Now, to believe it or not, the ERB-14 wasn't supposed to be broken. I know, shocking. But it definitely leads to the next problem that Warzone faces with balancing. Warzone has just gone through phase after phase of having overpowered meta weapons. Now, the current meta has settled down since the nerfing of the DMR. For the most part, if you didn't use the DMR, you weren't going to win, especially if you're in a higher tier lobby. Every season seemed to have a weapon that was just way ahead of any other. Now, these balancing issues were bad, but even the larger problem that players were facing is the pay-to-win blueprints and operation skins that were being released. The newest blueprint to anger the community was the Oceanographer HDR. In Warzone, you can use a scope to generally see down the scope. With the new blueprint, you can see the area around the scope. Now, this doesn't seem like a major problem, but considering that you can only get this advantage for the low price of 1400 COD points, which you have to pay money to get, seems a little scummy to me. Another blueprint that people have to put into a pay-to-win category was the Mag-10 Gallantry, which did more damage than the regular Mag-10. Come on, you are literally paying to be able to do more damage. How can you not see this as a problem? Among with blueprints, there's been some operator skins that give players a clear advantage if you're willing to pay for them. The Rose Rock skin is an all-black outfit that doesn't have any reflection. All you need to do is find a dark area in the map and wait for someone to walk by. Another skin made you invisible at a certain distance.
Wait, his character's
The Forest Spring Grinch. This skin actually made you invisible for a certain distance depending on what scope your opponent was using. I can't imagine how many developers thought this was a bad idea, but the higher ups were like, yeah, but people will pay for that.
Hello, I like money.
Greed can kill a game more than anything else. I am not ready to give up on Warzone just yet, but there needs to be some major adjustments. I understand that hackers won't be gone overnight, but if they can just not shoot themselves in the foot with glitches, overpowered weapons, and pay-to-win items, I'd be happy.